Hey, so what is up guys, this is Pohdoh here, and seeing that I'm probably going to quit this game very soon after the next update, I decided to make a bunch of these videos so I can get out all the information I know about Mage, about, the game basically, not even just mages, because I know a lot about the other classes as well. So I want to get all this information out before I quit, so those of you who do decide to stay, may God have mercy on your souls. For those who do want to stay, you'll be able to have some kind of reference, and you can still be able to use my videos, since a lot of these are going to be talking about very basic mechanics of the game, such as how to gear your mage, and what exactly a mage is. So, first of all, in this video, this can be a very basic class video. I'm just going to be talking about what exactly a mage is, what they do, what makes them special, and should you, pick a mage, should you make a mage. So, what is a mage? In a nutshell, they are a ranged DPS class that deal magic damage, and the magic damage and the range part is very important, because those are the two things that make it very unique. No other class actually uses just magic damage, and this allows them to do a bunch of neat little things, which I'll talk about in future videos, but it allows them to do a bunch of different things that a lot of other classes cannot. For example, they can kill tanks really easily with the right setup, which other melee classes or any other class for that matter cannot do, just because magic damage does not, is not affected by armor. And other things that makes it very special is that it's a range class, so that it makes running dungeons very easy. I actually haven't ever really ran a dungeon ever, which was particularly difficult just for mages. I ran a lot of dungeons that are difficult. They're very hard for melee DPS classes, especially Sins, military monks, DPS warriors. It often, when a dungeon gets hard, it's often really difficult for them. But for a mage class, if you're running a dungeon as a mage, it's normally going to be really easy going. So if you want to just relax, have fun, gear up, see nice crits, then a mage class is really good for you PvE wise. PvP wise, what makes a mage very special is that they have an unprecedented amount of control. That's something that makes them very unique, is that the amount of control they have is something that no other class can even come up with, can even compare with. Even that's just how they've always been, even back in level 60 days. Fire barrage, rock stun, cyclone freeze, they just had so much different stun. It was incredible. And even though they don't do as much damage as other classes, number wise, they don't have as big of a crit as DPS warriors or military monks, they do deal an incredible amount of damage, especially as the game progresses, because mages that get better gear, they get a lot better. They get a lot better. Like, it's insane. Once you get better gear, your mage is gonna be doing 5 times more damage, 6 times more damage. It's really incredible. So they are quite gear dependent, because they are very dependent on crit. They've always been dependent on crit in this game. So if you're gearing your mage, you always want to gear for crit first until you get around 40%, 37%. Let's see, what else about a mage that makes it very unique is that once again, like I said, they deal magic damage, and magic damage is not great once a level cap hits, meaning that at the beginning, when there is bad gear, magic damage doesn't do nearly as much damage as melee damage. But then as the gear gets better and as classes get more and more armor, especially more and more armor, more and more defense, the magic damage is very unique in that it is not affected by armor or a lot of different damage mitigation, which allows them to pierce through tanks, DPS warriors, military monks, all these really buff classes that are normally really hard to kill with, let's say, an assassin. So anyways, I wanted to make this video really short. This is just gonna be a really basic video. I'm gonna be talking about all the different advanced techniques, all the different different variations of mages, their talent spec, all that stuff in a later video. But that's just basically all there is to a mage. And should you make a mage? What should you make a mage? I would highly recommend making a mage as your second character. A mage is a class that's easy to learn, but quite difficult to really master. It took me about a year till you really know about every single mechanics about a mage. So once again, it is a really fun class. It always has been a really fun class compared to some of the other really boring specs in the game. But let's see, it's a class that you can really depend on. There's been a few times where mages were really underpowered, but that was for a very brief time, and even then they had a chance. So if you're looking for a reliable class that deals, that's easy going in dungeons, that has a lot of potential in PvP, then try making a mage. and hopefully you watch the rest of my videos so you know exactly what you're doing, how to gear, how to play, you know, spell rotations and etc., how to kill other classes. But for now, that's the end of the video, guys. Once again, I'll be making more and more videos regarding this. I'll try my best to pump these out as quickly as possible. So anyways, this is Pohdoh here, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.